Hey socialites, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Ariell. I do mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if those are the type of videos you enjoy, I'd love for you to hit the subscribe button and come join the family. Welcome to day 15 of Vlogmas. We're going to be unlocking a couple days in our advent calendar towards the end of the video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about my top 10 body butters or favorite body butters. So first up is my Wayy body creams. And we're going to go ahead and group this into one because they do have the same formula. I think that Wayy has about 4 different scents in their body creams. The ones I have is Melrose Place, which is the newest to my collection from Wayy, and the one I've had the longest is St. Barts. So St. Barts is one of those sweet, tropical, almost, to me, gives like coconut and banana. There's probably not banana in it, but it smells a little coconutty and banana to me. It gives summertime. And then I also have Melrose Place, which I picked up during the last Sephora sale in November, and this one is just floral, you guys. So if you love floral or rose, this one would be for you. It has stronger of a scent than the St. Barts does. Now, something to note, I don't have dry skin on my body. My skin is just pretty much normal. Now, to me, these are very hydrating and nourishing body creams. It's not the most lush and hydrating that I own, but it's pretty hydrating. If I put this on in the morning, and by the way, these two are creams that I prefer to wear during the day because they're just so fragrant, and I like to layer them with perfumes and stuff like that, but keeps me hydrated all day. It doesn't leave a super shine on the skin, and it doesn't turn like oil-like. So for me, they are pretty hydrating, and I do like the way it blends into the skin. As far as layering with the St. Barts body cream, the tropical one, I like to layer Fame from Paco Rabanne on top, or something like my Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. And if you have Mugler's Alien Goddess, that would be another really good one to layer on top of that one. Now, Melrose Place, that gives you that beautiful floral rose, heavily floral, you guys. I think this one would layer well with Delicia from Parfums de Marly, or anything that's super floral like that, even like My Way from Giorgio Armani. So moving on to the body creams that gives me the most high shine. So the first one, which is actually empty, is my Naturium, the Glow Getter. Y'all, they gave this the best name that it could have. Now, they call it a multi-oil body butter because on your skin it does turn into like an oil. That's how much of a high shine it gives. This one is super hydrating. I scraped every bit out of this one. So it is more lush and hydrating than the Wayy body creams. The consistency has like more of a higher oil concentration in it, but it does sort of melt into the skin really good. I like that when I apply this at night, the next day my skin is still super plush and hydrated. With the Wayy body creams, the next day I'm hydrated, but it's not like it would be with my Naturium Glow Getter. So this is definitely going to be a repurchase for me. I hadn't repurchased this one already is because that high shine on there that almost turns into an oil gives me summertime. So I like to put this on my legs in the summer and my arms too for that super high shine. Now this next one is from Youth to the People, and this one was like super viral about a year ago, and for good reason. So it's the Dream Body Butter, the Hydrate and Glow Dream Body Butter, and it gives your skin a beautiful glow. It leaves a high shine just like the Naturium one does. To me, they almost look equal on the skin as far as that high shine. So this is another one to me that's great in the summertime, but it's one of my least worn body creams. It's a thicker consistency that, similar to the Naturium, almost turns into an oil on the skin. But the scent of this is somewhat earthy. I think there may be moss in here, I'm not sure, but it's one of those clean, earthy scents, which is not necessarily my favorite, but I do wear this to layer every now and again, and I like to layer this with like Queens and Monsters from Henry Rose, and there's another one from Letta, I think it's called Oris or something like that, that's like a vanilla, like an earthy vanilla, and I like to layer that with this too, and it smells amazing when I layer it that way. But it says it has blonde wood in here, aromatic notes of yuzu and green tea. So it gives that sort of an earthy vibe. So if you like clean, earthy scents, you would probably love this. But more than anything, it leaves a beautiful shine, super hydrating. And this is one that if you do apply at night, the next full day, your skin will still have that shine and still be like ultra moisturized. Now listen, if you guys know anything about Fenty body butters, what you do know is these leave a really high shine to the skin as well. For me, like I said, my skin is pretty much normal. It leaves a long lasting high shine. So another one that when I apply it at night, the next day, my skin still feels pillowy soft. So the two newest to my collection actually came in a 3-piece set. The original, which I don't have up here, I think I gave the original to my mom, which is in the blue, and then this one, which is toasted marshmallow, and this one, which is the salted caramel. So this is one of the thickest body butters that I have. These are super thick, and they do have shimmers in it, so they leave like a goldish shimmer on your skin, and they're heavily shimmery, so that's something to keep in mind. But the toasted marshmallow, which is becoming one of my favorites, it just smells just like that, like roasted marshmallows. When I first picked this up, I smelled nothing. I was like, how do y'all give it a name like toasted marshmallow? Almost like Play-Doh, like it really didn't have a smell at all. So I just put it to the side and just sort of forgot about it. Maybe about a month later, I saw another creator who said the same thing initially when she did her first impression. She was like, I don't smell anything. And then she moved on. But then she started raving about it. She's like, y'all, it's sweetened up. So I pulled mine back out and it's sweetened up and it smells yummy. Just like toasted marshmallows, it's sweet, but it's not overly sweet, you know? So I really like this. This may be like my second favorite scent in the Fenty body butters. Now, the salted caramel is more heavily fragrant than the toasted marshmallow, and it smells just like salted caramel. Just like that. Super hydrating. All of them have the same formula, so they're going to be super hydrating and leave a beautiful shine to the skin. Now this toasted marshmallow would probably layer well with any of your fragrances that are like gourmand or like have vanilla in them. And I would pretty much say the same thing about the caramel. Anything you layer that has like a vanilla scent to it. I wore the caramel, the salted caramel last night to bed, and I layered it with my Fleur heavy cream, and it smells super yummy. So moving on to probably my number one favorite body butter from Fenty, which is the warm cinnamon. This is the full size one. I hadn't seen the full size for sale in a while, and I know it's like in and out, it's limited edition. These two are limited edition as well, but you could get the toasted marshmallow in a full size, but not the salted caramel. This one comes in a small size now, like this size, in a duo set that comes with one of the Fenty Plush Pudding lip balms with it, which is actually on sale, the full set, for $18 right now, you guys. I'll put the link in the description box. But this one smells really fragrant as well. It's not as fragrant as the salted caramel, but it's up there almost equal to. So it smells almost like a cinnamon roll or a cinnamon bun. Even when you wear it by itself, just like the caramel you wear by yourself, you're gonna smell like a cinnamon roll. Super shimmery, but leaves a beautiful glow to your skin. Love this. Love it. The warm cinnamon one is actually my most purchased one. This is like my 4th or 5th jar of this one. This one is the vanilla one. It's called Vanilla Dream. Now this is another one that was limited edition Fenty body butter, and I used it all up to the last drop. Now similar to the toasted marshmallow, this was one when I first got it, I didn't smell much. Really soft, like understated vanilla scent to it. But as I had it over like a couple months later, maybe 2 or 3 months later, you guys, the vanilla got more amped up and stronger, and I fell in love with it. I don't like it more than the toasted marshmallow. The toasted marshmallow is more fragrant than the vanilla one was, but I felt like this one would be great for somebody that just wants a slight hint of that vanilla scent and you love the formula of the Fenty body butters. But I really enjoyed this one, used it up to the last drop. As you guys see, this is the original Fenty body butter, and it has like a tropical scent to it. This one is like my least favorite scent. This is a new one. I've had a few of these like gifted from the brand, but this is my least favorite just because there's something in here that's a little sharp to my nose, like some sort of citrus fruit or something in there that's slightly sharp. It's not bad at all. I still like it, but because I have so many others, I find myself gravitating towards those more than this one. So let's talk about two. One's actually a lotion and one's, I guess you can call it a body butter, which is newer to my collection. And these are my more lightweight formulas, if you like a lightweight lotion or like body butter. So Sephora collection actually has a body cream, you guys. And it is a shea, the fragrance of it is like shea butter. And it's sweet. It's the sweetest shea you ever wanted to smell. Such a pleasant scent. Look how much of it I've gone through, and she is thick. It's really thick, but once you start to kind of blend it into your skin, it becomes a little bit thinner. You get a beautiful sheen to the skin, but it's not like a high shine like you get with the Fenty body butters or like the Youth to the People, not that type of a high shine. So when I apply it at night, I'm really hydrated, and the next day I'm somewhat hydrated. So I like the formula, and it's good, especially because of the price. The Sephora collection products are usually a lot cheaper than the other brands in Sephora. So the formula of what it is as compared to the price, I think it's so worth the money. Now it has 93% natural ingredients in it. And I hadn't had AJ test it out because she has really sensitive skin. I don't, but I do like the Sephora products that have all the natural ingredients in it. They have a face moisturizer like that too, which is one of my favorites. I've already bought like 2 or 3 jars of it over like the past year or so. But so far I'm really liking this. So if you guys have tried this one out, let me know what you think about it, because it's a yes for me, and this is something that I would repurchase. Everything I have, with probably the exception of the Youth to the People, even though I really love the formula, I probably wouldn't repurchase because I'm not crazy about the earthy scent of it. But I think everything else that I've mentioned so far, I would repurchase, and this is no different. I'm enjoying this so far. And another one that gives me sort of similar consistency once it's blended in and similar formula is the Fenty Butter Drop, but this is the body milk. So they have the Butter Drop in like a lotion type form that's sort of thinner. Then the body butters from Fenty are thick. This one is like a thinner, and once you blend it into the skin, it's similar to this, where you're really hydrated. It soaks into the skin really well, but the next day you're like somewhat hydrated, but not to the extent that you are with like the Fenty body butters. This scent is similar to the original scent, which is like that sort of tropical scent, which I'm not mad at. I've used, I think it's like right here. When I first got this, I was using it every night. That's how much I enjoyed it all the way till it was here. And the only reason why I stopped using it is because the Glossier body cream came out, and that sort of took over. So the next body butter I want to talk about, and we're going to group this in one sort of like the Fenty because they have different scents in it, is the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Body Butter. And this might be the best formula of body butter that I have out of everything I have. Now they're all super good, don't get me wrong. I feel like you can't really go wrong with any of them that I'm mentioning today, but this one is something serious. This is one of those thicker plush body butters, and the scent of this one is it's the original, which I want to say they call the original vanilla bean. But it doesn't smell like vanilla. It doesn't really have a scent to me at all, but the formula of this is beautiful. It's thick, it's luscious, it leaves a beautiful shine to your skin that's long lasting, that will never go away. You see that sort of sheen on the skin until you take a shower, y'all. Super long lasting hydration. One of the most moisturizing body creams that I have. But don't think that the rest of them don't compare, because they really do. This one is just kind of like next level, if you get what I mean. So not really much scent to this one, but last about 2 Sephora sales ago, they had like a 3-piece set with the Josie Maran body butters, topless tangerine, vanilla vibes, and then they have this one called bohemian fig. So those are the 3. Now it has the same beautiful formula that the original has, and topless tangerine is probably my favorite. Super fragrant and just smells like a tangerine, like a kind of like strong citrus tangerine type vibe. It's really pretty. So if you have like a bright fruity perfume, that would layer really well with this, and you'll have the hydration that Josie Maran or Josie Maran gives you. Now bohemian fig is my least favorite, you guys. Like, I will probably never wear this one because it is a strong fig scent that to me is like that sort of earthy vibe that almost gives dirty a little bit. But if you're a fig lover, you probably like this. I just don't like it because that fig is the type of earthy scent that I don't like. You know what I mean? But it does still have that really nice formula. And then vanilla vibes. I was most excited to pick up the 3-piece set because of vanilla vibes. I love a beautiful vanilla, yummy, edible cake like or frosting smelling body cream, or really anything that smells like that. But this one, it says it has vanilla bean and juniper berries. And if you guys know anything about Maison Francis Kirk de John's Gentle Fluidity Gold, is like my favorite fragrance, and it has juniper berries and vanilla in that one. So I thought, ooh, that one is gonna give me what I need. But this kind of smells like vanilla yogurt to me. Now the next one is from 54 Thrones, the Cloud Rapid Hydration Cream. And this is another thicker body butter, as you guys can see, that kind of gives you like that old school shea butter type of feel to it. And it smells like shea butter. It smells like that one, I cannot remember the name of it, that we used to get from like Family Dollar back when we were in middle school. They usually boys used to wear. My brother used to keep a bottle of it, and I cannot remember what that was for the life of me. But it's really thick. It's nostalgic in that it reminds you of that. But it blends into the skin really good, and it has lasting hydration. Now this is one of those body butters that blends in, it keeps you really hydrated, but it leaves no sheen to the skin at all. I feel like guys who don't want to smell super fragrant in any way but want to be really hydrated or either have super dry skin would love this one. Now because it gives sort of that shea butter, like original shea butter, different than the shea butter that's in Sephora collection, because this one is a lot sweeter. This is like for real OG shea butter, like off the block type shea butter scent, and almost consistency. It's just smoother but really thick in that way, if you get what I'm saying. So if you know anything about that scent, I feel like this one layers good with something that's like chocolate or caramelly. I've actually layered it a few times with chocolate musk perfume, and I really like it that way. So this next one has become my latest most worn, which is from Glossier. Now they recently came out with this like a couple months ago, and it's Glossier You body cream. It's Creme de You is what they call it, a dry touch body butter. You guys, and for me, I used up one whole jar already, and I just got a new backup that I've already really have dug into big time, you guys. But for me, it just gives like kind of like spicy, fresh, and clean. Now, if you know anything about the fragrance, the actual fragrance of Glossier You, which the body cream is no different, the last notes in the fragrance is actually your body chemistry. So it's one that's a little difficult for me to describe because it smells different on everybody who wears it. Like, you can't have on Glossier You and I know what you're wearing, because it's gonna smell different on everybody based on your body chemistry. But there's some sort of spicy notes in here. It might be like pink pepper, and it smells really fresh and clean. Now, when I tell you a compliment getter, whenever I wear this, the body cream, or even the Glossier You perfume, anytime I leave the house, somebody's gonna compliment it, because this is one of those smells that really throws. It's intoxicating. It fills up a space. it's a head turner, which is, I wish I could really describe what it gives you, but if you guys in the comments know how to describe this, if you were to describe Glossier You in 3 words, how would you describe it? And you guys check the comments and see, because they could probably tell you a little bit more than me. But when I first got the body cream, the formula I loved. Leaves a shine to the skin, really hydrating and plush and kind of thick, but it just smelled kind of like pepper to me. I didn't get much. First time I wore it, Mr. went crazy. And I was wearing this one at that time, and I wore it. I wasn't crazy about the scent because it just smelled kind of spicy to me. I really didn't get much more than that from the scent. And so I put this back on the next night, and Mr. was like, what happened to what you had on last night? So he wanted me to wear it pretty much every night, y'all. So I'm on jar number 2. I used that whole thing up, and this is what I've been wearing for the past couple months. So this is the second jar. As you guys can see, I'm deep in it already, and I've been wearing it so much from one jar to a little bit of the next, to where I kind of like it now. It just smells kind of fresh and clean and a little bit kind of spicy. But when other people smell it, they just say, girl, you smell incredible. And the cream is really fragrant. So you could almost wear this if you didn't want to wear the perfume on top. You don't have to, and you would still smell this. Obviously, you get more of a presence with the perfume, but this is pretty fragrant all on its own. And I love the glass, the red glass packaging. It's just very unique. And the last 2 that I'm going to talk about are like my most luxurious body creams that I am obsessed with. I absolutely love. And this second one is like my second repurchase of this. And this is Jo Malone's Myrrh and Tonka. I absolutely love this scent. And I love the formula of this body cream. It's super luxe. This is probably the most expensive body cream that I have. It's like over $100, but if you've ever smelled the perfume Myrrh and Tonka, now I can't really show you guys that one like this because it's not like it moves. It's not like super thick like the other ones, but it's thick. Once you put it in your hands, the consistency is a little drippy. Not drippy. How do I explain this? It's a loose consistency. It's not like stuck together like all the other body creams, but it's just as hydrating, if not more, than all the rest of them that I described. It does leave a really nice sheen to the skin, and it's very fragrant. Like I could use this in place of wearing the actual Myrrh and Tonka perfume, and people can smell you with it. If you have like eczema and stuff like that, the formula of this is just really, really good for your skin, even if you have sensitive skin, because the ingredients is sort of powdery. It's a little earthy, but in like a sweet, yummy, almost sexy, seductive way. This is luxury in a bottle, and it smells incredible. So I layer this with anything vanilla, like just plain vanilla, like vanilla 28 to sweeten it up, or obviously with Myrrh and Tonka, the actual fragrance. And the last one I'm going to talk about, y'all, this perfume is actually one of my favorite perfumes. Myrrh and Tonka is one of my favorites too, but Fenty Parfum has a body cream. So Fenty has the body butters, and then they have an actual body cream that is like luxury in a bottle, and it smells so sexy. It's ultra hydrating. It reminds you sort of like the formula of the Myrrh and Tonka. Now this one is expensive too. I think it's like $85, but it just smells so good. It's thicker than the one from Jo Malone, and it gives kind of like berry-like. You smell musk in here. You smell some exotic fruits in here. Sort of mysterious. I could see a man wearing it because it kind of gives unisex a little bit. Definitely date night. Like my girl Sheree from Sheree's Luxury Lifestyle likes to say hot and heavy. That's what this gives you, is hot and heavy. Oh, it just smells so good. Now, I will say this about this one, because it is expensive. It's an acquired taste. So if you like sweet, sort of fruity, floral, upbeat, soft, pretty girl scents, you may not vibe with this one because this one is like mysterious and sort of really on that unique niche type of smell, but leaves a beautiful shine to the skin that's long lasting. If you put it on at night, you'll definitely still have that lasting hydration and shine the next day. This is actually what I wore on my birthday, the body cream mixed with the Fenty the perfume on top, and I got so many compliments. So I do have one honorable mention, you guys, and I wanted to mention this because I've already used a full size of this already, and I haven't repurchased it only because I have so many body creams that I can't even justify getting a backup. But I would repurchase this. This is the Sol de Janeiro Delicia Drench body butter. I want to say it's like $59. This is a standout from Sol de Janeiro to me because their body creams aren't the best to me when it comes to scent. But this particular one, first of all, their formula is thick and very hydrating. But this particular scent smells just like the spray, which with Sol de Janeiro, usually the body creams don't really compare or are not as great as the spray, but this one is. So it's very hydrating. It has a beautiful like vanilla-like scent to it that's a little woodsy. It pairs well with your woodsy or vanilla scents or like sweet scents. It's so good. So that's it for my top 10 favorite body butters or body creams. Comment down below, let me know what is your favorite. So before we jump into the advent calendar, I know at least a couple people are gonna ask about the lip combo, which is actually Limitless Brown, which I don't know where I put it, but it's Limitless Brown lip liner with Yes Honey from Charlotte Tilbury. And that's all I have on my lips today. So back into the advent calendar. I missed the advent calendar on the last video because it was a sponsorship and we can't throw our own little thing into sponsorships, unfortunately. So we left off at day 12. Y'all are gonna like this. It's the Super Goop Glow Screen in the shade Sunrise. So these are some really good sunscreens, really good. They blend into the skin well, so your makeup goes seamless on top, and Sunrise has a little bit of a golden sheen. So this is a great product. I actually own this, so we're gonna add this one to the giveaway. Okay, let's see what we got for day 13. Okay, so this is from Benefit. It's the lip and cheek stain. Now I've heard amazing things about this. I've never tried it yet. So is this the original rose tint? So it's a rosy shade because I think it goes on a little lighter than what it looks like in the packaging. So this is definitely going in the giveaway as well. And 14 is from Briogeo. It's the Farewell Frizz. It's a coconut oil blend. So I don't know, y'all. You know, I'm a hair oil girly. I might have to keep this for myself. I like the Briogeo stick. It's like a wax stick. So this is the oil. It seems to be like a more loose or lightweight oil. So I don't know. We'll see if this goes in the giveaway. And 15, let's see what we got. Ooh, we have the Dennis Gross peel pads, which if you're not new here, you know I absolutely love their peel pads. This is the universal, which is for normal skin because they have the gentle ones, they have ultra gentle, they have like extra strength ones. So this is like the universal one that's supposed to work for most people, which I've used these before and I do like them. So this is exciting. It's definitely going in the giveaway. So that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you're new here, welcome. I'd love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. 'Cause I've been where you are. You're too scared to show me love. 'Cause too fresh with the scars.